Only one Kenobi here. Only one. I apologise it's been such a long time. I don't know, I haven't got around to doing a video in a long time. But hello there. I wanted to do a video way long ago, over 2 weeks ago, when I saw Solo. I was going to give you something. I wrote down some notes here after I watched it, just to sort of go over some stuff. And then I thought maybe I'll watch it a second time and then do my video. But for one reason or another, it's gone on and on and on and on. I haven't done many videos, I do apologise. There's more to do. There's loads of things I want to do, I just haven't got around to doing it. I want to do edited stuff, I want to do stuff that's quite simple like this, straight to camera. But anyway, so what should we start with? Should we talk about Solo? No, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you about the other things I want to talk to you about first, but then we'll get back to Solo in a minute. I also wanted to just show you this because I do want to do a video vintage collection wish list on this guy here. For one reason or another, you know I have quite a large extended collection of recarded restoration kits like this guy here, which I want him in the vintage collection, the modern vintage collection anyway. I've forgotten this guy. I've never ever mentioned this guy. This is a figure I used to have as a kid. And it's most definitely a card back and a figure I would like them to bring back or bring out into the vintage collection. So I can't stress that enough. This is definitely right up there in my vintage collection wish list. And God, wouldn't he go well with the whole katana thing, although I'm still a little bit bitter about that whole thing because it's not really likely that we're going to get that in the UK easily. And plus, actually, there's other things going on in my life, as in I want to save a little bit of money for holidays and future excursions and stuff like that, that I would not really want to part with £700 at this point in time. But it would be a nice collector's piece to whoever wants it. And what else was I going to talk to you about? Oh yeah, it's coming up to about a year on my channel. In fact, I'll say this now before I talk about Solo. On my channel, you know, the details of my channel, apparently I started it on the 2nd of June 2017. So technically we've had the 1 year anniversary, birthday, whatever we want to call it. But it's confused me that because I could have sworn the day I made the channel was the day of my first upload. But my first upload was apparently the 17th of June 2017. So I don't know, I can't quite remember that. I don't remember setting up the channel and leaving it a fortnight, but obviously I have done. So technically we're in a period now of a year. So happy birthday to me, happy birthday, only one Kenobi, happy birthday to me. Done. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and supporting. I'm on what am I on now? Not one, I'm on 279 subscribers, so thank you if you're a subscriber. I appreciate the support, it's great, it's fantastic to see the number going up. But it stopped, it was going up quite a lot when I was doing loads of videos, now it sort of stopped. So, but anyway, it's just, you know, whatever, it's all about the quality of the content, I suppose, more than anything else. So as long as you enjoy it, if you are a subscriber, thank you. Let's talk about Solo. So, I'm going to be dead brief. I enjoyed it, that's the most important thing I have to stress there. I loved it. It wasn't like something that's going to be groundbreaking or blow you away, but it's safe, it works, it's good, it doesn't do anything that's just ridiculous in there. I have to say, I think the Rogue One blew me away more. I mean, I got blown away by Force Awakens, then I watched Rogue One, and I remember going into Rogue One thinking, nah, nothing's going to beat Force Awakens, because that was amazing at the time. And then when I watched Rogue One, I was like, oh my God, certain things in that, like the Tarkin thing and the Vader scene at the end, I was mesmerised. Anybody watch Hello Greedo? Anyone familiar with him? He doesn't like Rogue One. I know we're supposed to be talking about Solo here, but I can never understand why that just doesn't work with me, because I know he's an original trilogy guy. So Hello Greedo, he's never going to be watching this, but anyway, he's got a great channel, a very popular YouTuber, but he's never said he hates it, but he's just a bit so like, he's the guy, by the way, if you don't know who Hello Greedo is, he's the guy who wears the Stormtrooper helmet and he just talks to the camera. In fact, I could do an impression. I've got a helmet too, then I won't bother. I'll stay on point here. But he just sort of is a bit meh about Rogue One, and I don't understand that, because I know for a fact he's an original trilogy man. But anyway, whatever. Horses for courses, each to their own. So anyway, whatever. But Solo was great. Here's the points I've made about Solo. I loved things in it like the Aura Singh reference. I loved that, and also Bosk was mentioned in it as well, which is great. The shower scene, I wanted to mention this because I did a review a while ago on my Millennium Falcon, my Legacy Collection Millennium Falcon, and it's weird that I mentioned the living quarters because there's a section in the interior where it could be a passageway to where they live, sleep, yada yada, and I remember saying in that, I said something about Han and Chewie, that's where they get a shower, or on their own, or maybe even together, wink wink wink. And it's really funny, there's a scene where they are showering together. I thought that was hilarious. I've got to tell you, the intro of the film blew me away. I don't know about you, but I watched it, and you're always quite nervous watching a film. Is this going to be good? Is it going to be disappointing? And it hit me, it hooked me bang right from the beginning. I can't remember the exact sequence of shots, but I remember there was a wide shot of Corellia. You definitely saw him mooching around, and then you saw the Solo logo appearing, and I thought, yeah, that's got me. It's got me on the hook, you know what I mean? And I was sold on the movie, and then I let it roll from there, and I enjoyed it all the way through. The yacht versus Canto Bight. Well, I didn't like Canto Bight in Last Jedi, but I did like this yacht. I mean, it was running the danger of being James Bondy and a bit too like Earth, but it wasn't. There was something about it. It was a bit like the Cantina meets Maz Kanata's castle meets Canto Bight, and it was all put together, and it was quite sort of villainy, you know, villain, sort of James Bond sort of thing, but he was cool. I liked that villain. I loved the yacht. I liked that underworld thing that was going on there. I mentioned Darth Maul at the end. I have my own thoughts on that, but I've got this in no particular order. I'm trying to put it in some sort of order now for you. The pansexual thing. Now, I'm part of a Facebook group, Star Wars Anything and Everything. And to be honest with you, there's time. I don't know if you're part of that group. It's sometimes a little bit ridiculous being on there. I won't go into details there because it's almost a little bit petty, that group, and I don't know why I'm part of it. Everyone's moaning about this pansexual thing. There's no evidence or reference to pansexuality in that film at all. He just was very suave, and he was, you know, an interesting character, and there was a little bit of a kind of an interesting romance going on with his robot or something like that, or she had a crush on him. That was an interesting little angle. This was interesting about the fact that, you know, I noticed a few of the videos they were talking about Han Solo and, you know, how did he become so cynical? And it doesn't really matter. He's still quite young in the film. He's not cynical, but he's certainly confident. And I put here confident, and he definitely comes across as an intelligent guy, Han Solo, in this. Kudos, by the way, to all the actors in it. I thought that Aaron, I don't even know his goddamn name still, Abramovich, whatever his name is, the guy who played Solo was ace. Really, really good job. He went through a lot of criticism recently. People saying, oh, can he do it, reshoots, this, that, the other, but he could. He was ace. The guy who played Lando, amazing. Forgotten his name, Glover, Donald Glover. And everyone else was pretty cool in it. And I like the guy Woody Allen, is it Woody? Not Woody Allen, Woody Harrelson, whatever his name. Oh my god, I should have prepared this video a bit better, shouldn't I, really? But how he became cynical, I don't know. I can't remember specifically. I'd have to watch it again. Maybe there's some little bits that might have evolved and led him to being a little bit more cynical. Kid, you take the guts and the glory, and I'll take all whatever, you know, the whole thing of how he becomes as Han Solo, as Harrison Ford. And the hand shot first thing, excellent. I love that little twist at the end. Now let's talk about Darth Maul. Now I love Darth Maul. I'm sure if you're familiar with my channel, I mean, you'll know that I love Darth Maul. I mean, who doesn't love Darth Maul? But I never really liked the whole soap opera twist of when... And he came back, didn't he? Darth Maul came back in, not Rebels, in the Clone Wars. I mean, let's also not forget that that was not done under Disney. That was done under George Lucas himself. So he would have given that the green light because he was running Lucasfilm at the time. But I never really liked the idea of... Darth Maul surviving that fall. I mean, how could he? He got sliced in half, and he fell down a shaft that seemed to be endless. It was a seamless sort of long shaft. How the hell he survived that, I don't know. Though I love him, and though all the fans obviously didn't want to see him die, he came back. The fact that that all happened in a cartoon animated series, I know that's canon, but it was almost like it didn't happen in the real world movies. So you could sort of like know he survived or he was part of it, but he didn't. He's still sort of could be dead. If you were going to gauge reality canon and animated canon. But because he's appeared in this film, it's almost like he's back, he's alive, and it's like the fact that he even is alive in the first place, I find ridiculous. Because my man, Obi-Wan Kenobi, this guy killed him, or should have killed him. I know it was a waste of a good character, just like Fett got killed, but reality, he got killed, or should have been killed anyway. Maybe he should have aimed higher and decapitated him, but anyway. It was still an amazing thing in the cinema. I was sat there and I thought I recognised that voice. What's his name? Sam Witwer, the guy who does the voice. Darth Maul. Whatever. He's got that intense, and I thought, who is this guy in the hood? He takes the hood off. The fact that he fired the lightsaber, I thought, well, did he need to do that? But that was still kind of cool in a way. So don't get me wrong, I was impressed and I was like, whoa, there's the twist. A bit like when you saw Tarkin in Rogue One. Maul appears and it's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm a little bit bittersweet. But please leave your thoughts on that in the comments. Not just on Maul, all of it on solo. And just to let you know, yes, this is a video. I haven't done a video in a long time. We're on 10 minutes here, so I'm going to wrap this up now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber. Please stay tuned. More videos are coming. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Popping out for Mike Poirier. Out.